Feel It Real, by Denise Coates. Section 1. Chapter 2. Law of Attraction. You are a living magnet. What you attract into your life is in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Brian Tracy. Law of Attraction is a cosmic law governing the universe. It says that like frequencies attract like frequencies. What does this law have to do with manifesting your desires? Everything. In human terms, this law translates into, you get more of whatever you are focusing on because, as you focus, you vibrate at a certain frequency that attracts anything vibrating at the same frequency. You've heard the expression, when it rains, it pours. This makes sense from the standpoint of the law of attraction, because it's essentially saying that when you focus on how much it is raining, it will rain even more. Or take Murphy's law, which states, if anything can go wrong, it will. This is because focusing on things not going well attracts the frequency that manifests things getting worse. You can apply the law of attraction to many statements. Consider these. Now that I'm looking for it, I'm seeing it everywhere. The more I give, the more I get. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Birds of a feather flock together. So many self-help books set out to teach people that thinking positive thoughts, speaking positive words, and doing positive things will give them positive results. But little attention is placed on the importance of having positive feelings. Our feelings are our signals telling us if the thoughts we send out as vibratory frequencies attract what we want, or what we don't want. We create with our thoughts and emotions. When emotions are added to thought, they create what I call emotional thought and speed up the delivery of focused desires. When we feel good, our emotions speed up the magnetization of the thought signals we are sending out. Talk about an elaborate creational device. We've been taught to believe we are at the mercy of our feelings and we should fear them, or even worse, ignore them. On the contrary, not only is it safe to listen to our emotions, but it's also absolutely necessary to, if we intend to attract our desires. Not listening to both positive and negative emotions is like walking around in a power outage without a flashlight. Until we learn to listen to our emotions and train ourselves to feel better. By refocusing our thoughts and feelings, our lives will be a haphazard set of circumstances. As we learn to feel or vibrate at higher frequencies that correspond to joy, abundance, happiness, gratitude, awe, wonder, appreciation, and love, we will know our thoughts are beginning to attract circumstances back to us that match these higher frequencies. Therefore, the law of attraction works in our favor. The more grateful we feel, the more things we receive to feel grateful for. The more loved we feel, the more love we receive. The more beautiful we feel, the more attractive we become. Let's forget about the concept that thoughts alone change our lives. I can say positive affirmations all day long, but if I'm not feeling them, I will get little from the experience. Let's forget about the concept that hard work alone is what's going to change our lives. We can work to the point of exhaustion as most of us have trying to get a better life, but without feeling good first. This method takes too much effort for too little reward. Instead, we will charge our thoughts with positive emotions in order to feel better, and then watch the magic unfold in a seemingly effortless dance. Life wasn't meant to be hard. You're not here to suffer in order to learn. We've all suffered enough for 10,000 lifetimes, and we don't seem to be learning all that much from it. Why not make a decision today to learn from joy? More than coming to this glorious planet to learn, we came to create joy. Joy begets joy begets joy. Like frequencies attract like frequencies. So let's get attracting. Understanding the law of attraction. Think of a time in your life when you expected the worst, felt negative, and then seemed to attract more bad things. Example. On my first day of work, I was worried about getting there on time. I got stuck in a huge traffic jam and ended up being late. Now your turn. Remember to use your journal if you need more space. Write it down. Now think of a time in your life where you expected the best, felt good, and from that seemed to attract more good things. Example. The same week I started volunteering at the local food bank, I got an unexpected raise at work. Your turn. Write it down. Now that you understand how the law of attraction works, let me help you to use it in your life, right at this moment. Learning how to feel it first. The first thing is to get clear on what you want to manifest. Pick any one desire. We'll be working on many in this book, but let's focus on just one for this exercise. What emotions would you experience if you already had this thing in your life? List as many emotions as possible. Example, I want to be financially wealthy. The emotions you might have if you were already financially wealthy. 1. Comfortable. 2. Relieved. 3. Grateful. 4. Prosperous. 5. Relaxed. 6. Joyful. 7. Peaceful. 8. Generous. 9. Luxurious. 10. Safe. Now your turn. One thing I'm wanting to manifest in my life right now is. Write it down. The tions I would feel if I already had this are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have been taught that once we get the thing we want, we can give ourselves permission to feel good feelings. If we want to learn how to manifest the lives we envision, we'll want to feel the happy feelings first, then watch the miracles unfold in our lives. The cart before the horse in this case is hoping that getting the desire will make us feel good. The truth is that feeling good is what brings the desire. As I learned about the law of attraction in my own life, I decided to practice feeling wealthy when I was still broke. Feeling thin when I was still overweight, feeling successful in my career before I was successful, and feeling deeply in love when I was still single. It took a bit to get the hang of this. Because the old negative feeling habits were so ingrained, and reality was saying that those things weren't here yet, so why should I be happy? The big shift happened for me when I realized that the only reason I wanted my goals was to feel the feelings I thought I would have if I had my desires. If I could figure out a way to feel those positive feelings even before the desires appeared, that was all that mattered. I learned to go right for the feelings I thought having my goals would give me, not caring so much about the outcomes. Paradoxically, it was only when I cared more about feelings than the results that my manifesting really took off. When you work with the law of attraction, you will realize that the people you consider to be lucky are consciously or unconsciously using the law. In any area in which they are successful, they feel good before the good gets here. You may ask these people how they became successful, and every one of them will admit to feeling they knew it was going to happen for them. They imagined how it would feel to have it, and it came to them. They became so experienced at feeling good about their desire before they manifested it that, by law, the universe had to yield their desire to them. One of the biggest determining factors regarding whether someone knows their desires are going to manifest or not has to do with their beliefs. Those who believe that they will win usually do. Those who believe that feeling it first works prove themselves right. Our beliefs largely determine what we're even willing to think about. Thus, deliberately choosing empowering beliefs is of the utmost importance in using the law of attraction. You've heard it a million times from well-meaning people. Change your beliefs. Have a little faith. What you believe, you can achieve. If it were so easy to shift our beliefs to create perfect lives, everyone would be in ideal surroundings. Although we know that changing our beliefs would change our lives, most of us only have a vague idea of why and are clueless as to how to go about changing them. Working with my clients over the years, I have become a belief researcher, studying the why of beliefs and how to change them. Though I still have much to learn, I've made some big headway in the area of how to change our beliefs easily and painlessly. I've discovered that we can use the law of attraction to create anything we desire, including more empowering beliefs. How do we attract more positively magnetic beliefs? You guessed it, by getting into the feeling place of already having empowering beliefs. But first, let's look at how our beliefs are currently affecting our overall vibration. I will list some oppositional beliefs, and you decide if they raise or lower your vibrational frequencies. Ready? Money doesn't grow on trees. Or, money flows to me easily. Which one felt better emotionally? How about these? People you love will leave you. Or, the ones you love will always be there for you. It takes hard work to achieve your goals. Or, when I follow my passion, money flows effortlessly into my life. Everything I eat goes right to my waist. Or, I have a metabolism and stay thin eating whatever I want. Our beliefs are directly affecting our emotional signals and therefore what we are attracting. Using the law of attraction becomes most powerful. We've identified which negative beliefs we are sending out into the universe, because we can then change them to the positive. We'll talk more about beliefs later, but I've introduced the power of beliefs here because it is important for you to understand that some people won't truly commit to playing the games in this book or working with the law of attraction because of their limiting beliefs, which tell them this attracting business isn't real, or feeling it real works for everyone but me. And, as a result, the law of attraction will bring you circumstances that reflect your limiting beliefs. So if you find yourself avoiding playing these games, you might ask yourself what beliefs you have that are holding you back from creating a life you love. Before we proceed, I want to share a basic formula for using the law of attraction, based on what we've discussed thus far. All the games in this book are creative variations on this basic formula. 1. State your desire. 2. Ask yourself what feelings you might have if you already had that desire. 3. Get into the feeling place of already having that desire. 4. Stay in the feeling place of already having the desire for as long as possible each day. 5. Decide that imagining these good feelings is its own reward, knowing that as you enjoy the feelings for their own sake, the universe will deliver your desires to you by law of attraction. Now that we understand what the law of attraction is and have the basic formula for creating, let's talk a bit about reality and how changeable it truly is.